Dimitris Salpingidis is a Greek professional footballer who plays as a winger or striker and currently is a free agent. He is known to be very quick and so a useful tool on the counter-attack. Club career =PAOK=. Born in Zagreb, Salpingidis started out as a Greco-Roman wrestler before discovering his calling in football. Salpingidis started his career through the youth ranks of PAOK FC. Before football, Salpingidis was participating in wrestling, in which he was very good at, with a dream of competing in the Olympics. He didn't make it as a wrestler, but his dream came true as footballer in 2004. On September 30, 1999, he marked his official debut against FC Lokomotiv Tbilisi with a goal in a 2-0 win. Acknowledging his potential and in order to gain much-needed experience, the team soon loaned him for 2 successive seasons to Kevlar FC, where he finished top scorer of the second division. His plea for a return to PAOK FC was granted by his mentor, Angelos Anastasiadis, and he became an integral part of the team. On August 25, 2002, he made his league debut for PAOK in a 4-1 win against Panathinaikos. He scored his first league goal in 2-3 away win against OFI Crete. Despite playing out of position as a right midfielder, he managed to earn a place in the starting lineup, just a few months after returning from loan. Plagued with financial problems, the next season saw the club experiencing an exodus of its top players such as striker Ioannis Okas and ex-Newcastle United forward Giorgos Georgiades. Salpingidis, at the age of 21, then became first-choice striker and captain of the team. The 2003 Euro 2004 season proved to be the best in many years, as the club finished an unexpected third, qualifying for the Champions League, despite running on a very low budget. His significance for PAOK FC was such that in the summer 2004 he was given permission to miss a match with the Greek Olympic team so that he could participate in the UEFA Champions League qualifiers against Maccabi Tel Aviv. The elimination at the hands of the Israeli team, followed by the sack of coach Anastasiadis and subsequent financial turmoil, hit the team badly, resulting in his exodus less than 2 years later. In the 2005 June season he was top scorer in the league with 17 goals. Panathinaikos. In the summer of 2006, as the club's president Giannis Goumenos was desperate to cash in, he was openly chased by Olympiacos, AEK and Panathinaikos. Salpingidis publicly refused the offer of bitter rivals Olympiacos despite being the most profiting one among the three. On August 16, after a lengthy negotiation period, he finally agreed to sign a 4-year contract to Panathinaikos. He transferred for a fee of $1.8 million, with PAOK additionally receiving 3 players. This was the third most expensive transfer between Greek teams at that time, estimated at $5 million. This transfer caused heavy turmoil amid PAOK fans, branding Salpingidis a traitor and ungrateful to the pains they had taken to keep him in the club. This tense situation brought about the demise of Goumenos' troubled presidency soon after. His debut with Panathinaikos was on 20 August 2006 in an away win with 4-1 against Agaleo, where he scored 3 goals. In the 2009 October season, Salpingidis was a key player during the victorious march to the Greek Championship. Returned to PAOK. After 4 very successful seasons with Panathinaikos, in the summer of 2010 Salpingidis joined PAOK once again. On June 16, 2010, it was officially announced that he signed a 4-year contract with PAOK FC, after his contract with Panathinaikos had expired. This club means everything for him, as he explained. I first played for the club in the 1990s and I feel very good there. My whole family and my childhood friends live in the town and I'm playing football for a team with big ambitions. PAOK are one of a select group of clubs with the most fanatical supporters in Europe. Throughout the whole of the north of Greece, people live for the team alone and nothing else. On January 9, 2011, he scored his 100th goal in the Greek Super League against Asteras Tripoli with a header. On November 3, 2011, Salpingidis became the Greek player with the most goals in Europe. On November 30 he scored a header, beating Hugo Gomez, in a 2-1 win against Tottenham Hotspur FC. At White Hart Lane, after a cross from Georgios Georgiades, in the Europa League. In the start of the 2012-13 season he changed his squad number from 9 to his favourite 14. On July 2012, Fortuna Darwan Quarter Seldorf are in the process of trying to sign Dimitris Salpingidis from PAOK. The newly promoted Bundesliga side's general manager, Werner Wolf, claimed last week that there would be no more new arrivals at the Esprit Arena before the start of the 2012-13 campaign. However, Goal.com has learned that Fortuna are currently trying to agree a fee with PAOK for Salpingidis, who was one of the stars of Greece's surprise run to the quarter-finals of Euro 2012. The versatile attacker is on a net salary of €800,000 with his hometown club, and Fortuna are not in a position to match those terms. However, they are prepared to make Salpingidis one of their highest earners, and it is believed that the player is willing to take a pay cut in order to at last try his luck in the Bundesliga, having been often linked with a move to Germany in recent seasons. In the late February and early March 2013 he was in superb form, scoring 6 goals in 4 matches. On March 17, 2013 he put pen to paper on a 4-year deal to stay at the club until 2017, hoping to finish his career with his beloved team. He scored 2 scissor kicks on February 23, 2013 against Kirkira in a 3-1 home win. On March 20, 2013 he assumed the team captaincy after Pablo Garcia left the club. For the first time in his career, he received a red card in an away match against Platanias in which PAOK won 1-2. On April 17, 2013 he went on to score the winning goal in a thrilling 2-1 victory over Asteras Tripoli in the first leg of the Greek Cup semi-finals. On December 12, 2013, Dimitris Salpingidis takes the field in PAOK FC's final Group L game, at home to AZ Alkmaar on Thursday, making his 67th appearance in the UEFA Cup and UEFA Europa League. Not a particularly attractive number, but one that carries a certain significance for the 32-year-old forward, since it will move him up to 4th place in the competition's all-time appearances list. 2 more in the round of 32 would take him level with FC Internazionale Milano's 2-time UEFA Cup winning goalkeeper Walter Zenga in 3rd. Moreover, a 3rd group stage goal this season would lift him to 7th in the overall scorers rankings on 24 goals, alongside Mladen Petria and Claudio Pizarro. The tournament has played a significant role in Salpingidis' career. His maiden goal for PAOK came on his first team debut when he was introduced as a substitute for Zisis Frizas a Euro, now PAOK's president, a Euro in a UEFA Cup game against FC Lokomotiva Tbilisi on September 30, 1999. Meanwhile, his 100th goal for the two-headed Eagle of the North arrived in PAOK's first meeting with AZ of the current campaign. Oddly enough, both landmark goals were scored under Dutch coaches, Arie Haan in 1999 and Hugh Stevens in 2013. On April 26, 2014, Salpingidis unsuccessfully tried to win his second trophy with PAOK in the Greek Cup final against Panathinaikos. PAOK settled, though, and with half-time their forward forays began to carry real menace. Salpingidis had twice gone close to an equaliser, rattling the bar with a header, and, right before the interval, was millimetres away from turning in Miroslav Stok's cross with the goal at his mercy. Eventually his club defeated by 1-4. The 2014-15 season did not start well for the Greek international. Dimitris Salpingidis has an additional year contract with the club, but there are a few problems appeared in the season and it seems that the final discussion will take place at the end of it. On May 29, 2015, just before the Super League playoffs, the international striker made a special program due to the discomfort in his operated toe, but could not be ready to help his club in the remaining games. Salpingidis is added to the list of players who missed this season, having to play since mid-March. The 34-year-old striker was not in his best physical condition, but Giorgos Georgiades, coach of PAOK, hoped that he could be able to give some solutions, mainly because of his experience. Salpingidis will be ready to help his teammates from the beginning of next season. On August 24, 2015, PAOK and Dimitris Salpingidis have gone their separate ways. the 34-year-old winger's contract with the Greek club has been terminated. International career: Salpingidis has made 82 appearances and scored 13 times for the Greece national football team, including the winning goal in the away leg of the 2010 FIFA World Cup qualification playoffs against Ukraine, which sent Greece through to the final tournament. He made his debut for the national team on August 17, 2005 against Belgium. On June 17, 2010, in a 2010 FIFA World Cup group stage match against Nigeria, he scored Greece's first ever World Cup goal with a shot from outside the area deflected off in Lukman Haruna. On June 8, 2012, Salpingidis came on as a substitute and scored Greece's first goal in the Euro 2012 tournament, in the opening match, a 1-1 draw against Poland, becoming the first ever Greek player who scored in both the FIFA World Cup and the UEFA Euro. Later in the quarter-finals against Germany, he assisted Diogo Samara's goal and also scored the last goal with a penalty against Manuel Neuer, a match that ended 4-2, resulting Germany proceeding to the semi-finals. Salpingidis' Euro unregistered trademark next goal is to reach new international heights in Brazil 3 months from now, with Colombia, Japan and Qatar awaiting Greece as Group C opponents. A Euro OE of course, my teammates and I are already very excited, a Euro he explained. A Euro OE we can a Euro unregistered trademark T wait a Euro E to Euro unregistered trademark S the biggest and best tournament in the world, and E to Euro unregistered trademark LLB a huge football party. Every child dreams of playing at a World Cup a Euro the Ford continued. A Euro OE I hope I can enjoy it. We were in South Africa 4 years ago and won the first World Cup match in our history there, but we went out after the group stage. This time, our aim is to reach the last 16. We Euro unregistered trademark re in a finely balanced group with no major favourites. It won a Euro unregistered trademark T be easy, but we can do it a Euro yet Salpingidis, who with 4 goals from 9 games was his county a Euro unregistered trademark S second highest scoring player in qualifying, does not want to hog the spotlight. A Euro OEIA Euro unregistered trademark M nothing special in the team, just a part in the machine, a Euro he stressed. A Euro OE we don't a Euro unregistered trademark T have any huge stars. We Euro unregistered trademark re all the same and all have one target a Euro. Career statistics. Club as of July 17, 2015. Notes. International international goals career totals Honors. Club PAOK, Greek Cup, 2003, runner-up 2013 a Euro 14, Panathinaikos, Super League Greece, 2010, Greek Cup, 2010, runner-up 2006 a Euro 07. Individual top scorer of Football League 2, 2001-02, top scorer of Super League Greece, 2005-06, Greek Footballer of the Year, 2007 August, 2008-09. References. External links, profile at Hellenic Football Federation.